Hello, the title of my presentation is Spice of Lebanon. The purpose of my website is to provide Lebanese recipes, whether that be breakfast recipes, lunch and dinner, or dessert recipes, and the other purpose to teach about Lebanese culture to those who already may know about it. I'll still provide some fun facts about it for them, and to those who don't know about it, I'll post some videos so they can learn about it more while viewing recipes. And a main purpose I want to create is a forum, like a blog where lovers of Lebanese food can interact with each other, share different stories, share different tips with each other. The goals and objectives. So for customer acquisition, the site should be engaging to gain more and more visitors. A website isn't going to be a place where people want to continue to visit if they don't find it entertaining and they don't see it as a place where they can communicate with others. The key performance indicators for this would be the number of new or repeated visitors, amount of times the link was shared on Facebook. So for example, I could post a link on my Facebook page and I could view how many times that's been shared with other people to see how much the word is getting out about the blog. For participation, my goal is to promote interaction and make blog posts that visitors will want to discuss so I can post different questions each day and, more promote communication on the website if others aren't promoting it. The key performance indicators for this will be number of comments and number of subscribers. When people subscribe to the website, it of course is going to mean that they're having that interaction and that they're enjoying communicating with people on the website. Another goal is retention. This is really important to have repeated visitors while at the same time bringing in new visitors. After a customer visits the website one time, I want them to come back and I want them to want to keep learning more information and viewing recipes. The key performance indicators for this would be to check Google Analytics on visitor data, check how many of the same people keep posting, but also at the same time, I want to keep bringing in unique visitors. And finally, the last goal is to keep engaging. It's really important that after a site is successful to not let efforts fade. You should continue to engage the visitors, continue to post engaging content that's interesting to them. And the key performance indicators would be that I make sure that I respond to each person's comments and post new topics each day. So, target market description. The age of people visiting the site will probably be around 25 to 35, usually female, not to offend any male visitors, but usually they're going to be the ones who are more interested in cooking and want to learn more recipes. They're open to new cultures, they're adventurous. Like some people who haven't had Lebanese food, they may be curious on how to cook it, so they could want to see it. And hot buttons, I would say, for fears is messing up a recipe. Everyone is scared to try to cook new things, especially if it's from a different culture. They don't want to mess up the recipe. They want to make sure they're doing it right. A frustration would be being confused by directions and being unsure if the recipe is done correctly. So what I would do to ease that worry for them is make sure my directions are very clear and go step by step. And also I will post pictures to ensure that they have all the correct ingredients and everything is being done in the proper way. The desire of my target market is being culturally adventurous and being successful in cooking a new recipe. And everybody, they want to be successful in cooking a new recipe, so I want to make sure to make them feel like they're the best cook when they're going through the process. So, trigger points, I would say the reason people would come to my site is they may have heard about Lebanese food from somebody, like somebody at work or school, anywhere like that. And or they went to a Lebanese restaurant, for example, and they could say, "Oh, like this recipe doesn't look too hard to cook. I think I could do this at home." So maybe they want to come to the website, check out the recipe and see if it's something they'd be able to do. Another trigger would be wanting to explore other cultures and just be diverse and try different foods from around the world. The value drivers for me is my customers are going to value a site that's easy to navigate. It has a nice laid out menu. They don't have to go searching through a bunch of different pages, and they want easy and step-by-step directions that they can follow to make sure they're doing everything correctly, and I will provide all those details for them in the directions. So my consumers' online behavior, I would say the main sites they visit would be YouTube, some recipe sites. They would read travel articles or go on other sites like Food Network and Travel Channel. On YouTube, they could possibly be viewing different cooking channels or different recipes on there so they can watch it live and do it in the process. And recipe sites as well, they could be looking up recipes from around the world. Travel articles, like I said, my target market would probably like to travel and be interested in different cultures, so they could be reading different articles from around the world. Positioning and value proposition. Customers should view the site as helpful in assisting them through the cooking process. If they have questions, they should ask, because I want to be an admin that's going to quickly respond to people's comments and definitely help them out through any questions they have. My value proposition is the purpose of this site is to provide Lebanese recipes and to provide a clear step-by-step process so that the user has the best experience possible while cooking. While providing recipes, the website's purpose is to engage users and get them excited and teach them about Lebanese culture. Pictures of the different ingredients that will be needed will be posted, so if someone is unsure of something, that will help them out. I offer my target audience knowledge of Lebanese food passed down through my family, and I will offer them the traditional way to cook Lebanese food. Online presence strategy. I would say when visitors come to the site, I want them to navigate through all the pages. I don't just want them to come to the site and, for example, if they're looking for a dessert recipe, just click on the dessert menu and then browse through that and then leave the website. I'd like them to check out all the other recipes we have so that they know that I provide good dinner and lunch recipes as well, so they can come back and just view those instead of just viewing one specific category. And also I want them to be engaged by the different blog posts I'll make, different videos, so I want them to utilize all aspects of the website. The primary action, of course, I want the visitors to utilize the recipes and share their feedback with how the recipes turned out and if the process was helpful to them. The secondary action I would like is to increase participation. I want visitors to post their experience, like I just said, after using the recipe. Post if something went wrong even, so I can assist them in that, or just, post a picture of it, anything they'd like, just to share their experience. The tertiary action I would like is visitors to post the URL to the site on social media and share it with others. For example, if it's Twitter, if they post it on a Lebanese Twitter handle and share with them, like, this website's really great, you guys should check this out. Or even on Facebook, ask their friends to share it as well. Maybe they should post a picture of the food they made and say, yeah, I got this recipe from a really great website, you should check it out. So that'll help increase my visitors to the site. Content and engagement strategy. Of course, I need to provide interesting content to make my website somewhere that people want to come to and check out consistently. Some likable content that I could post would be videos that explore the Lebanese culture, videos showing how to cook different foods, pictures of food or destinations in Lebanon, stories about family recipes that have been passed down, different articles or reviews on Lebanese restaurants. So I think I can provide a lot of interesting content because, coming from a full Lebanese background, I definitely have a lot of interesting stories to go along with foods, and I've had recipes passed down through generations, and I can really get them that traditional experience that they're probably looking for. So content, some examples for content that I could do is show a step-by-step on how to do something. So I would show a series of photos of different steps in the cooking process or post pictures of all the ingredients. Something else interesting was weekly links for relevant news. Since the site involves Lebanese food, I could post anything interesting that's Lebanon related. A list of benefits for doing something. Lebanese food is in general pretty healthy, so I could post health benefits of different recipes. I believe this will definitely promote Lebanese food more and get people more into it, because if they're seeing it and they're like, oh, this has a lot of health benefits for me, they'll definitely want to eat it more, visit the site more. Another content I could do is compare and contrast approaches. Everyone cooks in a different way and has their own unique twist to things, so I could post maybe different cooking methods that people could use. I think that'll definitely make it more interesting because, for example, in Lebanon, sometimes if you're from South Lebanon, you'll have a different unique twist to cooking something than if you're from the northern part of Lebanon. So I think that'll provide customers with an interesting perspective on things. Also, a big one that would be really cool to do is seasonal posts, such as posting about holiday foods. I could post different foods people eat during Ramadan. That would be of interest to some people. They have a lot of specific foods that they eat during that time. Customer acquisition strategy. My main approach to acquiring traffic is through Facebook. I can post a link on my personal page and ask friends to share it, or I could search Lebanese food groups on Facebook and post my link there. And also through word of mouth, I could definitely tell people about it who I know, or other Lebanese people, or people who want to just check out Lebanese food to try recipes on their own and spread the word that way. Customer conversion strategy, I would say that definitely to make these people into consistent customers, I would need to engage them and post questions every day. Some examples of this I could ask: when was the first time you tried Lebanese food and how was it? What is your favorite Lebanese food? What made you want to try Lebanese food? Do you know about the Lebanese culture? What's your favorite Lebanese restaurant to go to and where is it located? These questions, I believe, would definitely promote a lot of conversation between visitors of the website, because people could share their different experiences, or somebody could say, my favorite Lebanese thing to eat is hummus, and somebody could be like, yeah, I love hummus, and it'll promote that conversation, and it'll be great for the website because people will want to come back and communicate with others. So customer retention strategy. Tips to encourage repeat visits, I would say, is to keep posting interesting content, give people a reason to subscribe, promote interaction on the site, make the site into somewhat of a forum where people can kind of view it like they're coming to talk to friends about different recipes and just enjoy somebody's company about talking about something they're both passionate about. And also, me as the admin, I should communicate with the visitors as well and make sure they're having a great time coming on the site and everything is going good for them in terms of making recipes and everything, so that they'll keep visiting the site.